Welcome to another episode of Unbiased Transfer Talk. I bring you the latest news in the transfer world, mostly Arsenal with hints of other clubs. Obviously, more of the bigger deals from the other clubs that are currently going on, or talks that are going on, rumours and all that sort of stuff. So to go straight into it, let's start with some Arsenal news. Lavia. Arsenal, it's really heated up and now it's looking quite concrete. Over the past few days, we didn't know if it was just Arsenal Twitter fan base or if it was actually Arsenal themselves that were going, and that's how it's got out there. But it does seem like Arsenal are speaking to Lavia as we speak to try and get a deal done. They're saying around about 40 million is what they're asking for Southampton, as next year a buy back for Man City opens for 45 million. So I think it makes sense that they're going to want around that if they sell him now. I would take him for 40 million. I think that's still a good price. Compared to Caicedo, they're asking for 100, 120 million. We don't fully know yet. So I think, to be honest, it's a good bit of business if we could get that done. He also has the same agent as Bukayo Saka, which will help us probably to get the deal done. We know the agent well, so I think that could get done, and I really hope it does get done. If we don't get Caicedo, Lavia is probably my second option. If I'm honest with you. Going on to the next player, back again. Shout out troops, Havertz. I'm still not sure about it. Every day I'm going to say this, I'm 50-50. I'm still not sure if I want this deal to happen, but it looks like it could happen. They're saying around about 60 mil is what Chelsea want for the deal to get done. Arsenal offered 55 mil opening bid. It got rejected by Chelsea. 55 mil is a good price. I think Arsenal should stick to that. If they're willing to pay that, they should stick to that and not really move and not budge. I don't think anyone else is going to come in and put a higher bid in. So if I was Arsenal, I'd keep my feet on the ground and keep that bid in. But I do have a feeling that we're going to up it to 60 million. And it does sound like he will be an Arsenal player by the end of this transfer window, the way it's all heated up. I'm still not sure. A lot of people laugh at it. But listen, we can only wait and see about that one and see how it pans out. Going on to an Arsenal player that looks like he could be leaving, Balogun. Now, I don't want Balogun to go. I would rather sell, personally, Eddie Nketiah and keep Balogun. I think that he hasn't been given a chance at Arsenal. He doesn't want another loan, so it will look like we'll have to sell him. But I think we can keep him. I think I'd definitely like to give him a season. But I guess Arsenal are looking at it. He's got value right now. He had a good season in the French league last year. So I think Arsenal kind of want to cash in on him. And I think if we do need another striker. And I wouldn't count Havertz as that guy. Inter Milan seem to be the front runners in this. They really want him. Now, Arsenal apparently want 35 million plus add-ons, which will probably bring it to around 40 million. I don't like that. I think that's too low. I think if Inter were selling Balogun to us, they'd want 70 million plus. But we'll see how it goes. I don't want him gone, but it looks like he could be on his way out. I think that will be a poor decision from Arsenal personally, but we don't know what's going on in-house, so we'll have to wait and see. I also would put a buyback on him, but that would mean getting less value for him. But if we're selling him for 35 million, I think it's fair to put a 50 mil buyback on him, a 60 mil buyback, just in case of anything. But going on to some news away from Arsenal, Tottenham have agreed personal terms with Raya. Raya said he wants to go for big trophies, and this is where I don't get it. Raya's come out and said he wants big trophies. He wants to battle in Europe, but he's going to Tottenham and he's agreed personal terms with them. I don't think he knows about the Tottenham, the way of the Tottenham. I don't think he knows. But listen, that would be a great signing for Tottenham. Brentford reportedly want about 40 million. Tottenham not looking like they want to spend 40 million. If I was Tottenham, I'd be just spending the 40 million. He's a great keeper, and I think he'll really elevate Tottenham, because I think last year they really struggled with Lloris in goal. He's crap, in my opinion. Now, he was obviously brilliant back in the day, but he seems to have lost it. So Raya would be a great signing for Spurs, and personal terms are not an issue, so it's just finishing it with Brentford, but I think they need to be quick with this one because I feel like someone might come in if like options don't, like a Chelsea or a Man United, if their goalkeeping options don't come through and Tottenham still haven't signed Raya, they might gazump them and take him. We know that they've got loads more money than Tottenham to spend on players, so it wouldn't be hard. Going to another deal, Bayern Munich want Kyle Walker, and they're very interested apparently. And I mean, he'd be a great signing for them. He's quite old now. I think he's about 32 years old. His value is about 15 million apparently. Obviously, that's because his age and his contract's running low. And Man City want him want to let him go. I think for someone like Bayern Munich in the German league, he's going to be a quality signing for them. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Apparently Tottenham were looking at him, but I feel like he ain't going to go back to Tottenham. It'll be abroad or nothing for Kyle Walker. So I do see him going to Brighton, and I see this one actually happening. But we'll have to wait and see for this one. A lot's been going on with Bayern. They've been looking at a lot of players, looking to move a lot of players on. So I feel like this is something that could go on for a while. I don't know if they'll bite the bullet and sign him instantly. I think they might shop around first. But he's one of their top targets for the right back position. Finally, going on to Manchester United. Looks like they're going to put a second bid for Mount. Apparently, it's incoming within the next day or two. Mason Mount's a great player. Chelsea wants 70 million. I can't see Man United paying 70 million. They bid, I think, 40 million was the first bid they put in, and it got instantly rejected. I could never imagine Chelsea taking 40 million for him, even though he's only got a year left. But the value of players this year seems to have skyrocketed, and I blame Chelsea Football Club and Manchester United Football Club for the signings they make and the money they spend on players. So it's only just that Man United have to pay 70 million for Mount, you know. And for me, obviously Havertz has more years on his contract, but if we're spending 60 mil on Havertz, surely that Chelsea are going to want around 60 minimum for Mason Mount. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what the second bid for Manchester United is, and if that can get done. But that's it for today. There hasn't been much yet. Maybe later today there's going to be a lot more. Weekends are normally a bit quieter. I'm not too sure why. I don't know if like certain people have a day off or anything like that. I know normally in like a January when the season's on, or certain pre-season time when the pre-season matches are ongoing, the weekend there's normally games, so people are playing and stuff don't really want to get done. But I'm quite surprised. Today's been quite quiet. Even in the Twitter space, it's been quiet, and we all know about the Twitter space. They love making up rumors. So we'll be keeping an eye on all these transfers and more. There's obviously the other transfers that Arsenal are in for that I don't want to bring up every episode. So I'm trying to give it like a little break until something new develops. But yeah, that's the end of Unbiased Transfer Talks for the day. Like, share, subscribe, comment below if you agree with the signings Arsenal are making or the signings your club are making. If you think they're the right signings, if you think they're the wrong signings, if you would sign someone else, who you'd like to sign, who you wouldn't like to sign. What do you guys think about the money being spent in transfers now? Do you think it's gone too far? Do you think it's just the way of the world now? I think it's a bit far. I think like now players that are worth 40, 50 million are now getting sold for 100 million. It's just crazy. It's just benefiting teams like PSG, teams like Man City, Chelsea, United. So we'll have to wait and see how the transfer window, if it ever levels out again. But at the moment, it seems like, yeah, it seems like that's the case. So you guys comment below, let me know. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Unbiased Sports. Peace.